My name is Muadeem. I only wish to bring enlightenment to anyone with an open mind and wish to try to understand. Perhaps this will help you understand the teachings I bring to the people and why it is true that God exists. Cosmology is really just a study of the universe. The laws, the constants, the fine-tuning are what the scientist does today. It is the observable cosmos, a probable theory of the origins of the cosmos. You see, with cosmology, we can study all of these today. They exist and we can observe them. But cosmology goes back to the origin of the cosmos, and that is where people have a difference of opinion. It really comes down to a philosophical conjecture. There's no science here because we cannot recreate it in a laboratory. And really, there is only two possible conclusions. And what I mean by that is that something did it or it did it itself. You see that everybody agrees now that the universe, the cosmos, had a beginning. Space, time, matter, energy, all came into being all of a sudden, for no apparent reason out of nowhere. There is this vacuum fluctuation of what mainstream scientists call a singularity. This infinitely dense blimp of matter that all of a sudden started expanding for no apparent reason and became everything that we see. All the chemical laws, the natural constants, the chemical properties, and created stars, planets, solar systems like we see them today, and ultimately life. So really, there is just two possibilities. Something did that, or it did it itself. It either popped out of nowhere for no apparent reason, or something did this. There was a reason. There was a time, there was a place for bringing this all into being. In Genesis 1:1, it says, "In the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. And I saw that as in the beginning, time, God, Elohim, created from nothing the heavens, space, and the earth, matter." Same thing that the mainstream scientists seem to be saying today. All of a sudden, space, time, matter, energy came into being, this big bang, and started to expand into everything we see today. It's just that their belief is that it did it itself for no apparent reason. Or there was a God that did it for a great and glorious reason, a reason we cannot understand as we are today. Ask yourself, if there was a beginning, what was there before this beginning? It is like saying there is an end of space out there, and if this is so, then what is on the other side of this space? And if there is no end, then how can something not have an ending? You see, what it boils down to is that we, as humans, are incapable of understanding such a thing. From the human body, there is a central part that is aware of itself and is the God of the body, which is our brain. An electrical spark jumps from synapses to synapses inside our brain. It is the part that knows of all of its parts and controls all of the body and is aware of itself. But having free will causes us to do good for the body and bad for the body. Is this not why we sort of argue with ourselves? Like when we want something that is appealing to us, but we know that it is bad for us. One part of us says, "Go ahead, you'll like it." The other part of us says, "No, that would be bad for my health." The same as for God, wanting us to always do what is best for ourselves and others as well, and the other side pushing him away and doing it anyway. Good for us and bad for us. Good and evil. God and the devil. It is all the same. from the molecular level to the cosmic level, good and bad. And our faith or lack of faith in God ends up making that decision. The same as in our body as it is in the body of the cosmos that God created. It is free will, and it is up to us to choose. Will I follow the one that knows what is best for me, or will I choose the other route that will lead to my destruction? Each of us has to choose, and only when we die will we know if we made the right decision or the wrong decision. God gave us the tools, which is our soul, and free will to do and go either way. Which one will you choose?